Yo, what's up guys? New video, another siege. This is the round 4 for us. This is, well, for us it was technically the second round, but this was the 4th round. And this is against Kardiak Unity, and once again, super close match. This is also around the time that I started talking quite some with one of the Chinese guilds that reached out to me to just like share ideas and that kind of stuff. And they kind of got us to the idea of one of the best defenses of, I would say, even the whole tournament in like all regions. So that's the defense for the people that know it. They know it. For the people not, well, I think you can still check it and you can kind of figure it out. I'm gonna leave that to you guys, but I want to give like a special shout out to that guild. And I'll probably butcher their name, but thank you very much, Ying Chen-chu. Besides that, there's also like a whole bunch of guilds that other guildies of me talk to do like theory crafting and all that kind of stuff. I don't know everyone, so I cannot name everyone, but these are like the people I talked a lot to specifically, and I gave them a lot of ideas, they gave me a lot of ideas, and that's also the cool thing about this whole community thing, that it's a community thing rather than just a very, like, oh, by yourself, your own guild, that's how you do it and that kind of stuff. But once again, as you can see, 19,000 against 702. The last match we won by 200 points, this match we won by like 300 points. Let's see if I play better than A2. So once again, first match, I cannot go wrong with this team, right? There's no going wrong with this team. And the thing is, especially at the start of Siege tournament, you're already like kind of like, oh, I don't really know what can be hit, how things are ruined. It's kind of everyone's kind of waiting and that kind of stuff. And this is one of those typical teams that it just works. Like this doesn't really go wrong in any kind of shape or way. So this is always those clean hits that you can do in the very first second. Then their net force were Chillings, Leo Mace, and Carcanos, which was pretty interesting because Chilling can actually move very fast on a Bio set, which was pretty interesting. So in this case, yeah, there were shield sets, but this is just a full damage Lucian, and then you're good to go. So this was a pretty interesting team on the defense. A Kakano with Celia and a Fuki. Fuki kind of makes it dangerous in a pretty much shape or ways. But the thing is, I can go in with a speed lead of myself, Swift Wusa, and then, oh wait, I didn't have speed lead here, but still, it's bad. The Celia was Swift, or not Swift, was Vio. But yeah, I kind of put like a Mea Wang that's very similar to the Mea Wang that I have in RTA. And that Mea Wang just destroys things. Like, I'm used for that Mea Wang to destroy and kill things very badly. It hard counters that it cannot be slept, and it also pretty hard counters the other two units. So with that said, this was actually a pretty easy fight. Like, could this go very wrong? I don't think so. This was somewhat of a more solid fight in general, I would say. I could have lowered the crit rate on the monkey a little bit, because I know I would have crit rate buff, but that's all to it. I think it's pretty solid. Then fighting that net 4 once again, this time not in a cleave state, but in a state where I'm just gonna wait until they kill themselves. So they actually had very high damage on all of those units, which did make it tricky for some of the offenses that we used, actually. But this was one of those offenses that, if you build it properly, it shouldn't lose. That's the thing, like at some point, Leo May is bound to just start killing herself. The Chilling kind of kills herself. The only annoying thing is if your Lulu gets a lot of armor breaks all the time, but besides that, it doesn't really go that wrong. And as you can see, like these units, the moment they start hitting that Jolton, the Jolton was an insane amount of HP and defense, and then they just start killing themselves. Like, yeah, hey, you kill yourself, you kill yourself. But yeah, also the Yanghua. Was it Yanghua? Yeah, I think it's Yanghua. Or yeah, whatever her name is. The string girl on the left. She is also very nice because every time applying that attack break, and then you're just good to go to do quite some damage. You don't get hit that much. Pretty nice. Then fighting that net 4 again. Man, I normally never really fight that many net 4s at all. But in this case, I was needed for quite some of the net 4s. So in that case, we just go for a Julie. I normally never Julie, but my Julie does good damage. Then going in once again with the cleave team. Guys, I'm becoming a cleaver. Same Lucian or same style of Lucian, but then with a Dova and a Jin. So that was a pretty interesting team as well. At this point I was actually like, wait, am I actually, because every time that I hit, I am going to give him a buff. And I kind of need that heal block. However, that thing is most likely on 100 res bolt. Is this thing going to 1v3 me right here, right now? Kind of need that 15%er check and Lucian not to die to actually get anywhere. I was like, this looks kind of tricky-ish. Good thing that I also keep getting like the heals towards solution and that kind of stuff. That's yeah, but at some point I got amputation magic with slightly less HP and it was good to go. That was somewhat like it felt weird. But then one more, like I said in the title as well, I'm becoming a cleaver, man. Yeah, I'm becoming a cleaver. This is some cleaving nonsense right here. In this case, the main thing is if I kill one of the two, I'm probably already good to go. In this case, not the Cadiz, which is a little bit worse for me, I would say. Cadiz also starts hitting my Grogan, which I guess is the worst that I could do. But there was some good damage from the Galleon. Galleon, a very nice procer. That's the main thing about this whole team. You want to make sure that your Galleon and Tiana are good cleanups. Like if you just go in Galleon, Tiana, you expect your third unit to kill everything. That is where you get problems. But if your Galleon is just like constantly slapping 10Ks, 18Ks, that kind of shit, you're good. So that's a very important factor. Then the last fight was a Camilla, Windy, and the Belial. I think I used this team last round as well. It's just a very common offense where you kind of wait until your Belial dies, and you want your Belial to die from AoE hits and that kind of stuff. You don't want to use your S2 at any time, actually. And you use the Camilla just for CCing as much as possible. So once again, that skill too, every time that you land it, there's slows, there's the freezes, they don't really do too much damage on you. And you're kind of just waiting until you have the right moment of doing damage. I think to keep in mind, however, which I saw some people almost make the mistake with, if you are not on high enough destroy, killing the Geldnir is an issue if your Belial doesn't go to low HP. So in this case, you're just having like a lot of turn cycling. They do a lot of turns. You're just waiting for your Belial to get a turn. Before you actually had to put artifacts on Belial of getting attack bar by revive. In this case, he just gets the additional turn. So if anything doesn't proc out of it, you're just good to go. And then he dies. Then you need like two more, pretty much, yeah, just two more times that he revives because he will die every time in 1 second. You just need like a little bit of time. I'm not sure if I killed Geldnir here in this case with the Belial next. I think I probably did. And I'm slowly working on the Saf because I know I would have to kill the Saf later anyways. But yeah, this is just wasting a bunch of turns, getting in there slowly. And does he actually get like the normal turn? I think he might get the normal turn. No, doesn't get the normal turn. Still gets killed. But yeah, this is just one of those very solid offense that you actually can throw at a lot of things, but sometimes also we think like we can throw this at everything. Yeah, so I killed the Geldnir first instead of killing that thing first, and then it's easy cleanup. But that's just one of those very solid offense. So this one was pretty interesting as well. This one I would definitely give credits to Vayne Solidar. And the man is just a legend with like creating weird offenses. And this one did need some crazy rune quality. As you can see, that cast was on some next level weird shit damage. Like, I cannot show the runes, but the runes on this whole offense were some next level shit. So also, like, when he created this defense, people were like, yeah, we're not going to be able to run this. This is freaking impossible to run. But yeah, this was a very fun one. This one did work out. Like, I think just him and me used this team. So also check out the videos of Vayne Solidar. He'll also be making videos on his hits in this Siege tournament. And most likely he will be also using this. But this was a very nice, very creative offense. I like this one. And then my final hits. Finally going in with those Feng Yangs that I actually talked about in the last video. Man, I've been cleaving left, right, center. That's insane. I actually always say I take Leo lead over Feng Yang lead because my Alaya never dies. Normally she doesn't. And I think this is the one time, the very one little time, I'm like, oh, heal block, I'm max res, armor break, I'm max res. Okay, that did get resisted, but I'm like, I am armor broken, heal blocked. And I just removed the armor break, but I'm still heal blocked. I would have rather removed the heal block in this case. So yeah, I'm like, ooh, this is getting tricky. This is definitely getting tricky. And all of their units look very lively. So if I had removed that heal block there, it would have been a lot better for me right now. So yeah, there's not too much that I can do besides hoping for a proc, and I don't, so I just have to deal with this. Leo and Feng Yang against this. That's a very strong team, but you know what's also very strong? Fucking Feng Yang. Double hits, kills the one unit. I'm like, okay, I still have the Leo. Do I go for heal blockers right now? Actually, no, I just want to go for the damage. As one is technically better damage with the dot, because my Leo is not on that much damage. Can we go for another critter, another hitter? Yes, sir. Don't proc, thank you. I was like, ooh, is this gonna kill? I think it will kill. And Feng Yang with another procer doesn't actually kill. I'm like, misplaced, misplaced. But Feng Yang and Leo is all you need. So that is actually my last hit. And then also with that, my 10-10 for this round. No, this was my 10th hit already. At least all of the clips that I recorded, I actually didn't count. It was all the way to 10. But yeah, that was it for this round. So, very different way of hitting than I normally do. I only use like one LD5. Insert this meme. This meme was made by a guildie of mine in the first round. I was like, this is very accurate. But in this round, I actually showed that I did it. But oh man, this round was a lot of cleave. So definitely I can be a cleaver if needed. Except for the previous round where I got hell outsped. Check out that video as well. But yeah. Pretty interesting round, very close match again. Once again, our defenses did really shine and got us the win in this case, I would say. And on to the finals, last round, and that is against Aftermath Legends, which will be the video of tomorrow. So if you haven't yet, like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.